Happy Thursday. It is May 21st. D'Anthony and Jacqueline back again with me today. We are all a little sleepy today after watching the Thunder game last night. You guys stayed up late and watched it?
Of course. What else was there to do?
Right, exactly.
I'm not going to lie. I always miss the first half.
What?
I'm just tired. I'm always like, I'm that one fan that's like, yeah, I'm ready. I have my chips. I felt like my dad. I fell asleep with chips in my hand and salsa in my hand, and I just,
You fell asleep at 7 o'clock?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome to being an adult.
I mean, I say that I go to bed at 7 o'clock, but I go to bed to sleep through the night. I stayed up late and watched it because I was a little nervous. I was very anxious about this game. Not going to lie to you, because I just kept saying they're going to win. They're going to win. They're going to win. And then that little voice inside my head would be like, but man, remember Monday? And I was like, nope, block that out. Do not listen to the bad noise. They're going to win.
It's like in the back of your head. It just,
yeah.
Like, they're going to lose. No, they're not.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's hard to ignore.
It is, because, there's so much anxiety. You want to win,
Yes.
they could make history and, win back-to-back championships. Oklahoma City would just be beside themselves. So it would just be so exciting. And, we watched them play so well throughout the entire season that we want them to get the win. So.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Does it seem like, maybe it's just me, but for y'all, does it seem like it's Oklahoma versus everybody?
That's what I was just about to say.
Does it seem like that?
Well, here's the thing. When you're the top dog and when you have gotten so much attention and you have back-to-back MVPs, you're national, you are the reigning world champion. Of course, it's Oklahoma versus everybody, because you're like the target. You're the one that everybody is coming after. So yeah, it feels that way. But
I kind of like it.
Me too. I was gonna say I'm a super sports person, so that's the kind of thing that I like. I want to be chased. I want to have the target on my back. Come after me.
Yeah.
That fires me up. That's my competitive nature, though. But so here's what's happening next with the Oklahoma City Thunder. They go on the road. They play Friday, and then they play Sunday in San Antonio, which, of course, you can watch right here on News 4. But if you're a fan and you want to have a game-type feeling and atmosphere, Loud City tickets went on sale about an hour ago. It's where the Paycom Center opens up the center and lets you buy tickets, $10 each, and you can come there and sit in the stands and watch the game from the big screens there. It's a great atmosphere. They give you rally towels. You can get, goodies and all the kinds of concessions. They have everything going on except the game literally on the floor. It's just on the screens above you. So if you're interested, game 3 and 4 at Loud City Live, going to be open, $10 a piece for those tickets. They do go quite fast. I know that one of our photographers was looking to get some. He got in line around 10 o'clock and he said, I'm already in the queue, and it's several minutes in the queue. So
I was going to ask y'all, were y'all lucky enough to get, because
did you try?
Yeah.
And no luck?
No.
Yeah, they go fast. They go really, really quick. So you have to kind of have your timer on and try to get it. But you can buy for both games, Friday and Sunday.
Game 3 and 4 went on sale at 10 a.m.
Yeah. So if you don't want to go on Friday, you want to go on Saturday instead, then, some people
can night out of it.
Right. And some people can't make a decision yet. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that far out. So if you're dead set on, hey, I'm going to try Sunday because those tickets might still be available, I bet you could find some. So
that's what I'm going to do after the show.
There you go. In 28 minutes, that's all you. Okay, so some really great news that I wanted to share with you guys today. I know we all remember the attempted school shooting at Pauls Valley from April, where an alleged former student gunman came in, tried to have a Columbine-style school shooting. So that was his influence for his decision. The principal of Pauls Valley, Kirk Moore, he rushed out, stopped the shooter. He was shot in the leg in the process. Well, he is being honored right about now at the education board, the Board of Education meeting, which is happening at the Board of Education building in downtown Oklahoma City, or by the state capitol. The honor will be presented to him. He's being recognized for his heroic actions. The governor is there, State Superintendent Lyndall Fields, and Pauls Valley State Representative Cynthia Rowe, all there to recognize Principal Moore for this, basically his heroic actions of just basically saying, I'm jumping out, I'm getting this guy, and he's not going to hurt any of my students.
Can I just say, like, his instinct was just like on point, because if it was me, I would warn people, but I would like run away because I'd be scared. I'd be beyond scared.
Well, of course, I think there's no way he wasn't terrified and scared, but he also, had a vow to protect his students. He's gone through years and years of training. He's been a principal and a coach for many, many years. So was he scared? Absolutely. I mean, I can only imagine how scared he was, but he knew he had hundreds of kids inside that building that he was his job to protect. So, and he's being recognized for that, which he absolutely deserves, 100%. So,
I mean, just hats off to him for just being a true hero.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like you said, like D'Anthony said, some people would be too afraid to do what he did. So hats off to him. As a mom with 2 kids in the school system, that's the most terrifying thing I could ever imagine is my child experiencing a school shooter. So what he did was just heroic and amazing, and I'm so glad he's being recognized for it. So when we come back, some good news for some utility customers in the state. We'll tell you about that next. All right, welcome back. Can you turn me down just a hair? We were trying to adjust some volume on the headsets during the commercial break, and somehow mine got cranked way up. So as soon as that music came on, I was like, whoa!
Music will really wake you up.
Yeah, well, thank you, Jacqueline.
With that scream, too.
Yeah.
I was like I was like, oh my God.
She did. I was like, why is she falling?
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay. All right. So we just the other day we did a story about how Edmond utilities, their not their utilities, their water bill is going to go up $18 this year in July, and then an additional 18 the next July, and then another almost 4 the next year after that, and another 4. So over the span of 4 years, that's an extra $50 out of their pocket every single month.
See, before I started paying my own bills, I was like, well, it's not a big deal. Now I'm paying bills.
Now you know.
Yeah, now you know.
Every dollar counts. Every dollar counts. OG&E recently announced that they are actually going to lower their utility bills in the coming days, which is really good. Here's what we know. They sent an email out to their customers letting them know that there was a change to the fuel factor charge on their monthly bill, which you can see that's exactly what it looks like right there. The average residential customer will pay $15 less now a month, and that starts next month. That's when they make those changes. So for those of you who don't know, the fuel charge basically is a charge that they tack on because of how much it costs for them to get the energy to each customer. So it's that's not really the best way to explain it, but it's a short version of how to explain it. Those came up, the fuel factor adjustment came up a lot during Winter Storm Uri 4 or 5 years ago, whenever those added charges were added on, and they were causing some problems because they were quite significant, because when that storm hit, they weren't prepared.
Wait, y'all named a winter storm?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, it was that bad?
It was that bad. And you went through it in Texas. I mean, it hit Texas too.
You guys got the ice down there.
We called it Dalaska, but because we were just lazy.
Right.
But,
oh
my
you
gosh.
called it Dalaska?
Well, it was like Dallas, Alaska.
Oh.
Dalaska. Because we're not that. We're lazy.
Yeah. Well, it affected, electricity and the way it was getting and how much was getting to your homes. And so there's been a whole lot of like legal back and forth with the Oklahoma Corporation Commission about who's paying for all these. Essentially, what it amounted to is that, my kids, when they have a house here in Oklahoma, when they're in their 30s, they're going to be paying for Winter Storm Uri, essentially, is kind of how it broke down because there's so many years that they've tacked on these extra fuel charges to your account. So
Lucky us.
there's a lot. I want to be careful about what I say because there's a lot to like break down and understand, and a lot of jargon, like lingo, when it comes to corporation commission and all of that kind of stuff. But I've done so many stories on it and how the prices have gone up, and there's been a lot of legal back and forth, and how everyone was upset, and how we're going to be paying for it for years and years and years and years. So to get some relief, $15 a month, that's kind of nice. It's kind of good to hear. So happy for all of those OG&E customers that are going to get a little bit of, money back in their pocket. And especially in the summertime, that's, when you're going to go take a trip, that's 4 or 5 gallons of gas that you could use with that. Maybe not that much, 3 gallons of gas right now.
My head hurts.
I know. All those summer trips there, and we normally drive everywhere because it's just, more fun. You get to see the countryside or see everything on your way to wherever. So we're probably not taking those trips this year, though. All right, when we come back, we are going to talk about the need for some help to beautify Oklahoma City. We'll explain next. Welcome back to Around the Block. We all know, when we've been telling you about it, that in 2028, the Olympics are coming to town. We got a lot going on. We're going to have, every year, we have the College World Series. And then, of course, we have all of these championship canoe races at River Sport as well. So a lot going on, right? So it's no surprise to me that Oklahoma City has asked some people to help beautify the town by offering low interest loans to clean up the city. So here's how it works. The idea is to redevelop some of those abandoned commercial and industrial properties that you might see in the downtown area or close to Midtown and some of those areas. The city has $3 million in revolving EPA loans that are available to help those developers and nonprofits really clean up contaminated land within the city limits. And the loans will also help spark nearly $2 billion in development for Oklahoma City. I think this is a great idea, that they're trying to make things a little bit more, some beautification of our city. So some of the, let me see, we lost my spot. Here we go. Loans have helped spark nearly $2 billion in development in OKC. Some of those projects include the First National Center, Scissortail Park, and OCCC in Capitol Hill, which we just saw there. I think this is great. I think this is a good idea.
It's totally amazing because people don't think about when, like, let's say a laundromat closes down. They would need to probably remediate the ground that existed there because of chemical contamination. And there's actually laws that require it to be done before anything else could even go back.
Yeah.
It's really expensive. I mean, it's extremely expensive to remediate. So it's just so cool. The city is helping, I guess, subsidize or relieve some of that burden.
Yeah, that is good. And then, because a lot of
Scissortail Park, I mean, that would not be there if all of that work hadn't been done.
Yeah. And a lot of people that are developers will come in and say, yeah, I'd really love that piece of property, but I don't want to mess with it because of the money that I have to spend to clean it up and get it ready for. So that kind of option is really, really great. I'm anxious to see how well it works and what could be popping up. I mean, we still have a year and a half before, 2 years, technically, I guess I'm getting ahead of myself, 2 years before the Summer Olympics comes to downtown Oklahoma City. So that's plenty of time, right, D'Anthony, to get something built? And
I think, sorry, you just, wait, is it really 2? I thought it was a year and a half. I can't do math.
2028, and this is summer 2026.
So
2 years.
Now, really.
Yeah.
2028 is going to be busy. Oh,
I know.
gosh.
Plus with the Paycom Center, they're expecting that to be up and running by the time the Olympics start. So
In the new soccer stadium.
I have a new
Oh,
soccer
I forgot about that.
stadium. Oh, I'm so excited for that. I'm a soccer fan,
too.
and I will be at those games
Mhm.
for sure. Okay, so another really interesting thing that's happening for teachers across the state. The Oklahoma State Department of Education is launching a new program to help with the statewide teacher shortage. It's something we've been telling you about that's been an ongoing problem for many years across the state. This new program pairs first-year teachers with experienced educators. And they say the new teachers may earn up to $2,000. Their mentors could get up to $10,000 for the school year. And if they're interested, of course, they can fill out an application that we posted on our website at kfor.com, which is a little initiative to give some incentive to new teachers who are pairing up with these older teachers. So it's like a win-win for both of them, basically. You know, you're a mentor at the same time, but you're also getting a reward, which essentially keeps these younger teachers keeps them learning, keeps them fresh, keeps them in our state. So I think it's a good initiative.
I think that's incredible because when I was a high school teacher, I organically found a older teacher buddy just to kind of show me the ropes. And honestly, it would have been great if there would have been an incentive for both of us.
Yeah.
Really, because, you know, it's great to have someone to kind of show you the ropes, especially in the school system.
Yeah. I mean, you go through college and you learn all of these things and you think, I'm going to step into this and I know what I'm doing. You don't know what you're doing.
No idea. It's totally different.
It's
once
so,
you're there.
yeah, it's same for any business.
Exactly.
It was the same for me getting into, broadcast journalism. It's like I thought I knew everything. Oh my goodness, I knew nothing, so, it's just a learning experience. So to have a mentor that could help you with the process and then both earn, some financial compensation is a pretty good idea. I love it.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Okay, in Tulsa, a father was attacked by a coyote.
Oh.
Police, I know this is crazy. This is scary because you see coyotes, but you rarely hear of attacks, right? Police say the father was picking up his kid from school when the coyote came out of under his truck and bit him. The child was not hurt. Police and animal control obviously tracked the animal down. They had to euthanize it because likely that animal, if it's going to bite you in broad daylight, had some kind of health condition, whether it be rabies or something. Okay, let's get off that picture because it makes me sad. I hate seeing dead animals. Sorry. No, you're good. I was like, I don't want to see that poor baby anymore.
But the coyotes, they like a couple years ago, me and my at the time girlfriend, we saw this pack of coyotes. Like we thought they were dogs, and this was at night. And I'm like, something tells me that's not a It's not a dog.
Yeah.
They look thinner, like in the nose and in the legs.
Yeah, just like
Very
I'm like,
wily.
because there was a lot of attacks back home, and I'm like, why are there attacks? Oh, that's because people like us, we think they're dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
You go mess with them.
But this one, but this one just was under the truck.
Under the truck, and suddenly attacked and bit him. So obviously it had some kind of medical concern because that's uncharacteristic behavior for them. Normally they hide during the day. They don't want to be out. And if they are out, they stay far away from humans.
Mm-hmm.
So for it to be at a school and then under a truck and then bite someone, that's scary and terrifying, really.
It could have been so much worse. I'm so glad this is the story we're reporting.
Yeah, the dad did go to the hospital. Yeah, the dad went to the hospital. He's waiting results to see if the animal did have rabies. Like we said, possibility for that. So hopefully that's not the case.
Not
but
a great way to start your summer.
Right? Taking up your kid on the last week of school and then out pops a wild coyote. Yeah. All right. When we come back, we are going to share with you your bizarre holidays of the day. Some of them are pretty funny. We'll tell you about them next. Man, it almost feels like Thursday or Friday should have been here 2 days ago, doesn't it?
I'm stuck on Tuesday.
I know.
Sounds nice.
Gosh, it feels like this has been a little bit of a long week. I think it's because I'm super anxious about the Thunder and the playoffs and all of that, and it's
That's really
starting back up.
Yeah.
So I was like, just really excited for all of that. All right. Let's talk about our bizarre holidays that are happening today. Cool Sword Day is one of them. Do you own a sword,
I have a
Jacqueline?
sword.
You have a sword? Stop it. Do you?
It's a bamboo sword, but it's still a cool sword.
That's awesome.
How about eat more fruits and
I
vegetables
don't like
day?
that holiday.
I like that one. Go ahead, D'Anthony.
Yeah,
Read
go
the
ahead.
next one.
I need a patch for that
Day.
I need a patch for that day. I can only imagine. International Tea Day.
Like that.
National Memo Day.
National Notebook Day.
National Strawberries and Cream Day.
And National Talk Like Yoda Day, which I do not know.
I don't
What
know
is
how
it
to
like? Yoda talk like I
No,
am.
don't I?
I don't know.
My son could do it. I cannot do it. Yoda is I can't talk like that either.
Oh, that was pretty good.
That's not
was
not
good.
too bad, right?
Pretty
Not quite Kermity, not quite Yoda.
good. It'll pass.
Thank you for joining us on this Thursday. We will see you again Friday morning. Have a good one.